You're listening to the Breakout Party,
sponsored by Back2,
broadcasting live from the OMG nightclub on Frogmore Street in Bristol. Listen online at shoutoutradio.org.uk or across Bristol on BCFM 93.2.
That's right, you are listening to the Shoutout Breakout live on BCFM all the way across Bristol. We are broadcasting from the one and only OMG nightclub, where we've got lots of lovely people here with us. Hello, lovely people. Now, coming up next, I'm joined by two lovely ladies up here on the stage who go by the name of Yaffle. I also know you as Benita, don't I? And you are... Helen Gregory. Can we have Helen's microphone on? Is it on? There we go.
That's sounding more on.
So there we go. So
it's an either or thing. Either I get a microphone or you do. Do you want to use this one?
There we go. I'll use that one for a minute. We're having a bit of technical problems. But now, give me an idea. Why are you called Yaffle?
Well, Yaffle's a common kind of dialect word for woodpecker, as Bagpuss fans will know. Short of that, we haven't really got a good answer. So if anyone has a good answer and can tell us, we can use that next time anyone asks us the question. So we just like it, really.
Cool. Interesting. That does remind me, because we were talking about woodpeckers earlier in Yaffle, so I'm kind of glad you said that. Now, give me some kind of an idea, because you're poetry and music, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, mostly I do the poetry and Benita does the music, and we sort of combine them in pongs, poetry song things.
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get out of your hair, give you the microphone back. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a round of applause. Yaffle.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to warm you up with a poem, and then we're going to kind of start ponging after that. So this is a poem called Chinese Lanterns, and it's about falling in love at a festival. We were dawn chorus chords shouting over drum and bass, the foreground in a festival of fire. We were sweat-oiled limbs wriggling like eels in a canvas-saunered mud and glitter mire. We were eyes blinking in the dark, impassioned flush-faced flashes, a bedraggled feather boa rising phoenix-like from ashes. We were masked, unmasked, resplendent in our evening wear and wellies, counting glitter speckled over soft thighs, breasts and bellies, replenishing our energy through dormancy of tellies, basking in the warmth of carnival. We were raindrops joined in a mad monsoon, minds married, smiles on honeymoon. We were petrol fumes in a wall of death, dust-drenched feet and stolen breath. We were watching Chinese lanterns ride a sea of teepee spires, sword-swallowing adrenaline balanced on high wires. We were heaven sent with sacrament, sacrifice for demon choirs. We were mundanity defied. We were beauty opened wide. And I couldn't have resisted, even if I'd really tried. That was back when Chinese lanterns were these lovely, nice things that you'd see floating over the hilltops rather than evil owl killers, as they are now. This is our first pong, and it's called Molasses. It's about the power of words and the power of voices, so quite appropriate to do on this show, I think. Have you ever heard a voice that thrilled through you like the sound of a wolf howling at the moon? A deep, purring, bristling ache of a voice. A hot chocolate with marshmallows and double cream kind of voice. I felt my body burst like an electric toothbrush, and the soles of my feet vibrate long after each word has faded into silence. Words can split the atom and devastate a room. They can tiptoe over velvet or thunder with a boom. Words can push the boundaries back, shatter your resistance, or call alive new sights and sounds, whole worlds into existence. These words did not fade away. They lingered as trails of sparklers do on bonfire night, with the faint smell of wood smoke and the promise of fireworks to come. They could have been simple, unassuming, and forgettable. spoken in a different way, another voice. But delivered as they were, they turned me inside out and left me gently spinning. Words can split the atom and devastate a room. They can tiptoe over velvet or thunder with a boom. Words can push the boundaries back, shatter your resistance, or call alive new sights and sounds, whole worlds into existence. A door swung open to reveal a universe of fresh possibilities. I would go anywhere with that voice, hike through the desert without feeling the sun-scorching heat, the night's sharp chill, or the scalding sand beneath my feet. I could swim with those sound waves to the ends of the earth and back, never once losing a sensation that I was floating. Words can split the atom and devastate a room. They can tiptoe over velvet or thunder with a boom. Words can push the boundaries back, shatter your resistance, or call alive new sights and sounds, whole worlds into existence. The sound of new life beginning, or a rainbow peering out from behind bruised clouds. The slow rustle of bindweed as it curls its way through the hedgerow. I could hear every echo in that voice, each note held moments from hearing in the piano's keys. Words can split the atom and devastate a room. They can tiptoe over velvet or thunder with a boom. Words can push the boundaries back, shatter your resistance, or call alive new sights and sounds, whole worlds into existence. Those words took me to places I never even knew existed. When the air grew heavy with fog and confusion, I would close my eyes and let the mellow vibrations lead me through, like a length of thread in a labyrinth. Once out, when the air smelt sweet and clear again, I would stop and feel that voice wrap around me till I was rocked asleep like a child swathed in blankets. Words can split the atom and devastate a room. They can tiptoe over velvet or thunder with a boom. Words can push the boundaries back, shatter your resistance, or call alive new sights and sounds, whole worlds into existence. Rumbling, resonant, ravishing, they were tumbling, lyrical, lavishing, mellifluous, magical, mysterious. They were sonorous, sensuous, delirious, rumbling, resonant, ravishing. They were tumbling, lyrical, lavishing, mellifluous, magical, mysterious. They were sonorous, sensuous, delirious, rumbling, resonant, ravishing. They were tumbling, lyrical, lavishing, mellifluous, magical, mysterious. They were sonorous, sensuous, delirious. Thank you very much. So this next one is called Sunlit Dust Stream, and we initially thought of the title because when Benita was really small, she used to be completely fascinated by, you know, when you see the sun coming through a window and you can see all the streams of dust and they're illuminated by the sunlight and they just look like these little golden flecks. She used to be completely fascinated by that. And we thought about using it for this song because there's something in it which is about finding beauty in the dust and about finding something that you thought you'd lost and forgotten about. So this is called Sunlit Dust Stream. It's kind of a love poem as well.
It's quite sweet and serious. picture of my smile before the lights go out. Remember how my eyes shone as the darkness wraps around. I'll be the memory that rocks you to your sleep, and I'll be the mystery you fall for in your dream.
Like the wisps of a departing cloud dissolving in the sky, the familiar glint of a vanishing eye. You're the simmering sigh in a mug of tea, when all there is for me to see is the ghost of the cup left behind.
Oh, you won't know my face when tomorrow comes around, but I'll take every place in the hope that I'll be found. And I'll be the melody that rocks you to your sleep, and I'll be the mystery you fall for in your dream.
There's a story that I ache to touch, to hold. It's as though I have a place here, but the memory's gone cold. Like an infant swathed in blankets, all is muffled, all confusion. Strangers speak in metaphors and offer faint illusion. To the harder I search, the further sense seems, and all is fitful fantasy. Can't we live these waking dreams together, riding the tide of a watermark, where a moment lasts forever?
Shadows of nights, vague senses of form.
I know you.
Shifting and swirling like smoke in a storm.
Do I know you?
Let me be your anchor, hear my voice.
Where?
Here's my voice. I am warm.
Bring me home.
I am warm.
There's something in the corner of my eye, shifting shadows on the sands of time, an hourglass knocked awry. Be my trail of breadcrumbs, be my lighthouse in the dry, be that mermaid swimming with me to the deep. Be the silk thread in the labyrinth, be the nameplate on my statue's plinth. Be my castle, be my moat, or be my key.
An impenetrable fortress full of trolls of lost gold. If we forget that it matters what your mind can hold, we can live in this moment, or we can just be. If it's forever the first time, you'll always have me.
The first time that I met you, we were old, we're fledgling young. It was summer, auburn autumn, you caught snowflakes on your tongue. I remember how you stumbled as you walked, perhaps we'd run. You held me in your golden gaze, spanned the moments cast away. Now somewhere in this weave, my soul unravels, dancing, stray.
Of my smile before the lights go out. Remember how my eyes shone as the darkness wraps around. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We've got one more. So we have a final pong for you, and this is Kaleidoscope. Actually, you might be able to help me with this, because there's people so I can get them to kind of empathise. I have a way of writing tongue twisters for myself. And I write them, and then I go to say them and realise that I've written something that's practically impossible to say. So I've done that in this piece a little bit. And there's one line particularly that's really kind of difficult to get out. So I thought maybe if we can all say it together, then you might have more empathy with me when it gets to that point. Are you up for that? Yeah. Cool, thank you. Okay, so the line I want you to say, I'll give you a count of 3, and I'll ask you to say it as quickly as you can. And the line is, and he's lying, bruised, broken, damp, backed in the ditch. Okay? And he's lying, bruised, broken, damp, backed in the ditch. You ready? 3, 2, 1. And his line is broken up back in the ditch. Yay! Fantastic. So when it gets to that point, I want lots of empathy, please.
You do talk very fast.
The sunlight and feast by the moon, but the dish ran away long ago with the spoon. So she sits in her bedroom exploring outside. The landscape tells stories to pay for her mind, with den-dappled woodlands, kite-flinging heights, with riverbanks rippling in firefly lights. Wind in her eyes and warm skies in her hair, heels pressed to the flank of the strawberry mare. She's churning the turf to a maelstrom of mud, driving the wilderness into her blood. Now she's riding a metal beast, nose full of leather, petrol tank steaming, they're racing the weather. Home to the hearth before clouds split and spill, the creature appears deeply alive to their will. Condensation creeps in from the cold, the view missed to cataract white, but she's spinning hues iridescent and bold, weaving them into the night.
Life, a world, a lullaby, they all reside in memory's eye. The camera flashes, tricks the light, these scenes bleed into sight. And the stone cobbled alley, they coax their first kiss, hearts chestnutly shading her blushes bedroom. Held her with both hands, now you're callous by time, and they rise to the tune of nursery rhyme.
Old man's beard like webs in a hedgerow head height, a riderless horse, skittish with fright, and he's lying bruised, broken down, backed in the ditch, while their son breathes his first in the house on the pit. So she cradles his smile as he rocks in her arms, and totters and clambers, all teetering charms. Her dreams dance and flicker, reviving the room. She will never succumb to the vanishing gloom. If a life lived and loved can be summoned to mind, will be carried aloft, not forgotten, behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause for Yaffle.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You're listening to the Breakout Party.